Are you a beginner and want your eyes like this, or this, or this, and even this? Hey guys, my name is Jake, and I'm going to show you how to draw a realistic eye, a semi-realistic eye, and an animate eye. So you want to start with a circle, and you want to do one diagonal line, and then you want to add a line about a quarter way through the circle, as you can see, and then another line but not as long, and then a triangle, and then join the circle up to the line, and then it's cut out, but then you just go over the bottom bit with one continuous stroke just to get the shape mapped out. So here we go, here's our basic shape. So I'm going to rub it out and then go over it again so I can add a little bit more detail. So I'm just going to go over the eyelid. This is what our lines are for. And then there's our wrinkles to make it look more realistic. I've just elongated that bottom bit there. And then I like to add the pupil and the iris about halfway, like cut halfway through it. And I'm just adding some eye bags to just add some more detail. But I'm just getting a bit ahead of myself, really. And then I'm rubbing it out again. I'm just going to keep going over it until I feel confident, until I can add my final layer of pencil and then start shading. So I've become more confident with it now, so I've added some darker lines. But when you're starting out, make sure your lines are nice and light, so you can just easily rub it out. Just adding a bit of an eyebrow. Going back over the pupil. Just darkening that bottom layer up. You want to make sure you add those little bits there to make it look more realistic. I'm just going to blend it all out now. Just blending the inside. And the white parts of the eyes actually aren't white, so shade that a little bit, but don't get it too dark. What you're seeing now is how dark everything should be. Just adding some definition to the eye bags again. Adding some eyebrow. I'm adding the hair to the eyebrows now. Now with this, I can't explain it really, but like strokes, like short, fast strokes in like half circle kind of motion. And I go over it in one way and then I go back the other way. There we go. And now I'm just adding some more shade into the top. Just making the pupil a bit darker to make it stand out more. And then you want to do like zigzag motion on the pupil. The iris, I don't know what that bit's called. I made mine too dark on the right there, so I just rubbed it out a little bit. Once again, just added some more detail, adding some more wrinkles. I've added some eyelashes as well to the bottom, I've just noticed. So there we go. There's our realistic eye. So here's my semi-realistic eye. Once again, start with a circle. And then do the line thing again, but not as harsh. Just keeping it soft. add in the bottom bit, and you don't need to add those little not iris bits, I don't know what they're called. And some eyelashes. And the pupil, here we go, here's our basic shape. And then just going over it again. I like to make the eyelashes more defined, more prominent, to show it's more not as realistic. And then I only darken the bottom right area instead of the whole bottom bit. And then I've added a little circle there to show highlight of the eye. I've added some eyeliner. Just darkening the pupil. And in the eyebrow, I made it too long, so I've rubbed it out a little bit. Just make it a little bit shorter. There we go. Add in the eyelid. Just blending it all out now. So there we go, there's our realistic eye and our semi-realistic eye. Now for our anime eye, you just do a big circle. You follow it around a little bit like that. Very dark, very prominent lines for this one, I would say. Half circle there. Make the bottom of the eye a bit lowered down, and then there you go, like that. With the pupil, make it more of an oval shape than a circle. And then the iris in the middle, leave a little white oval inside of it to show highlight, and I've added there. And there we go. There's our three. We've got a realistic, anime, and a semi-realistic. I hope you guys enjoyed.